work with you and do things the way you wish me to do it. I want you to have the highest regard and respect for what you're doing. I used to sit where you're sitting now. So we're going to start over. Things going to work out. We're going to question the clients. Then I'm going to appoint you if they deserve to be appointed. I want to assure you, sir, that I have the highest regard for what you're doing. I know you have big demands. Let's see if we can move on now in a more amicable and conciliatory manner, right?
Thank you, Judge. I've called the office, and I've asked them to send someone down to replace me.
Oh, yeah, I don't think that's necessary. You're working hard. Sometimes things get a little bit agitated, but that doesn't mean that's the end of the line. Let's see if we can move on together, okay?
Well, Judge, give me a few minutes. I need to call them back then. I mean, they're actually...
Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Don't give up so quickly. Like you said, you've been in this game for a while. You
Judge,
take a little break, you reach some common ground, and we move on, okay?
Judge, give me 5 more minutes, please. I'm telling you, Judge, I think it's necessary. Give me another 5 minutes.
Take a few pause, drink some water, and let's move on together.
Okay.
He's really upset, and Majeed is like, come on.
So you need to go to the bathroom, right? Just have a seat for a second. You need to go to the bathroom? Come on, here.
No. What time do you have to pick up the daughter?
My son and daughter. I have probably till about 5:30 today.
Okay.
Okay.
3:30, not gonna make it.
Yeah. Luckily, they have cheerleading and football, but luckily they suspended. They don't have it today, unless something changed when I was in here. But
Yeah.
yeah, if I get out of here by 5, I should be able to get there. I got to get down to Melbourne.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Ooh-wee.
That's why I'm
Nervous?
nervous about it.
Yes.
But I do have backup because I know things can run. You know, I just have to email the person if needed.
Yeah. Call Uber. Do you think he's gonna come back out here?
I don't know. Well, by the time someone gets
Yeah, where are they gonna come from?
via, unless there's a fee that just happens.
Yeah, but he can on his desk.
What time's everybody supposed to leave? 4:30?
He's gonna stay.
I didn't see anything.
Did she get it already?
No.
We have to do one of these.
I'm surprised she's come back.
Oh, my. Why she's saying that?
I'm in 4 days at the school that he goes to at the hospital.
All right,
she
you
works.
understand I cannot try the case right now.
I'm sorry?
I cannot try your case right now.
The papers were in accident reports. And I said if we didn't move him up as fast as you wanted to, this wouldn't have happened. Those are the papers I showed right into her, right in front of her face so she could see it.
Which
Because
city
she
do you
had
live
her
in?
finger in my face. So
City
then,
do you live in?
Melbourne.
How
So
many years?
since 2006.
What type of work you do?
Right now, I'm unemployed, but I possess a real estate license. It's an active real estate license.
Don't call her, don't visit her, don't have anything to do with her. You understand that?
She's my wife, Your Honor, and that's our house.
All right, I'm going to repeat myself now. Don't call her, don't visit her, don't go where she lives, don't go where she works. You understand that?
I do.
I have absolutely no contact with her, none whatsoever, through any means. Do not go where she lives or where she works. You do have a good record.
I have no
read the
record.
charges against.
I'm sorry.
You finish?
Yes, absolutely.
Would
Sorry.
you like to speak some more?
No.
Every time you speak, as your lawyer will tell you, you're convicting yourself. Do you understand for the third time you cannot have any contact with her?
Yes.
Adam, does this gentleman qualify for PTR?
Your Honor, if you were considering that, we'd ask for community supervision.
For pretrial supervision?
Yes.
Where would you go and live, sir, if you were to be released?
Either my brother's or my mother's.
Is pretrial there? Can they tell me what this gentleman qualifies for? Or Madam Clerk, if you can relate to me?
She's coming in now.
Your Honor, you can do whatever you wish, Your Honor.
They want him on supervision.
On community supervision, he would have to report. So we'd have a little bit more supervision where he's actually meeting with an officer versus the pretrial where he would...
Let's do that, madam. Let's release him where we can have supervision.
Okay.
Sir, I'm going to release you on account of your excellent record. You understand that?
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
They're going to explain the terms and conditions to you. Complete stay away. If you do not stay away, you're going to be held in no bond. You understand that?
Yes, I do, but can I ask you something, Your Honor?
Definitely.
Until
Let's hear you.
Until how long? Because all my personal belongings there, as it's my house also.
That's a good question. So I'm going to allow you to go with the police officers. No more than 30 minutes to retrieve your personal possessions. You understand that?
Yes, and can I have a follow-up question?
Let's hear you.
Yeah. What if my wife has a change of heart, which I 100% believe she will, and wants me to come home?
The state then will accuse you of trying to intimidate and frighten her. That's why she has a change of heart. Anything else? And you're going to get another charge, tampering with a witness. Anything else?
If I have further questions, is there a phone number I can call in the future?
There's a charge for that. $350 an hour. Sir, you cannot call me and question me in the future. You understand that? You have an attorney. Talk to your attorney.
Okay, I understand that.
And in the future, let your attorney do the talking for you.
Okay.
Good luck to you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, we're going to move on to the next case. Chadwick Lemaine. Is that what we have, Madam Clerk?
No, we should be on number 30, Douglas Knuth, or Knuth.
I'm like all one ahead all the time, Madam Clerk. Douglas, number 30. Let's see what we have. Take care. Number 30, we have Douglas Edward Knuth, burglary and petty theft. Sir, you have the funds to pay for an attorney?
No.
I'll appoint the public defender to represent him if he fill out the affidavit. Defense, do you have an affidavit for him?
The clerk would have the affidavit.
I have his PD affidavit, if that's what you're asking.
All right, I find there probable cause to hold him. Public defender appointed, bond will remain unchanged.
What's the bond?
Complete. The bond is 5,500. You got to stay away from this location. Do not go back to this location. You understand that?
Yes.
Okay, your bond remain unchanged. Next, number 31, Lemaine. Mr. Lemaine, you have an arrest warrant, sir.
Yes, sir.
The affidavit will act as probable cause. You have the money to pay for your own attorney?
No, sir. I'm still in school.
Where you go to school?
West Oaks Academy in Orlando, Florida.
What you studying?
I study, what you mean, as in?
Pardon me?
What you said again, sir? I didn't hear you.
What are you studying?
Oh, right now?
What are you studying in school?
Oh, I got all core classes right now, sir. Math, science, all that.
All right, you got an arrest warrant for you, grand theft of motor vehicle.
Yes, sir.
Find that the affidavit will act as probable cause.
It's,
Bond remain unchanged, public defender appointed. You got to stay away from Dennis Perry and Taequantus Rivas. You understand that?
yes, sir. I got a quick question.
Let's hear you.
On the affidavit, it says they found my fingerprint on the back of a car, so I don't understand how I'm getting charged with these charges. If they say they found my fingerprint on the back of a vehicle, I'm still in school. I don't see how I'm be able to pay for a $30,000 bond. I'm still in school. I play football. So like,
I'm sorry about that, my friend. I wish I can help you, but your attorney will petition the felony court for a bond reduction and a bond hearing. You understand that?
I'm listening.
This bond is only temporary, and then you're going to have a bond hearing in the felony court, and they will review your bond. One judge already reviewed your case and set your bond. You understand that?
But yes, Your Honor, but my parents not even getting paid to be able to bond me out on a case like this.
I understand that. Have a seat.
The next one is Smith, surety bonded. The next one's Stowell. We took care of with Mr. Contos, so we should be on Weston.
Number 47. Domestic violence for Weston Messineo, Brittany Nicole Messineo. Don't call, don't visit, don't have anything to do with her. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Which city you live in?
Coco.
What type of work you do?
Pest control.
Nicholas Justin Weston. Let's take a look at the affidavit, sir. Says that you responded to the above address. Mr. Nicholas and his girlfriend, Brittany Nicole, entered a trailer. Mr. Weston and denied the witness allegation that any physical altercation occurred. The mother, Brittany, identified Robin Messineo. Let's see what happened here. Stated her daughter texted her and advised before telling her that Weston had been hitting her and she needed her mother to pick her up.
But
They saw you shove her off the stairs from behind onto the ground. Said you observed her daughter coming out of the trailer and you pushing her onto the ground. You then jumped on top of her and it appeared that they were wrestling on the ground.
That's incorrect.
They were resting on the ground.
We both.
Another witness said they observed you on top of Miss Brittany as she lay on her back with her head stuck against a fence in front of the trailer.
I don't see how anyone could have witnessed it. If the way my trailer is, there's no
We're
way.
not trying the case, no. I'm just have an obligation to tell you what the allegations are against you. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
And as we know, we're only hearing from one side right now. So we take a look at your record. got drug paraphernalia, trespass, possession, aggravated battery, dropped, stalking. Do not call Brittany, complete stay away. We got pending aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Is that correct, State?
That's correct, Your Honor, and that weapon is a gun, and the victim in that case is Morgan Weston, which is a different victim, and he is out on a $25,000 bond on that case, which the court could...
Find it probable cause to hold him. His bond is going to be $50,000 cash or surety. Complete stay away. You understand that, sir? Do you understand that?
The bond for this charge is 50,000?
Correct. Complete stay away. Do not return. Do not have anything to do with her.
Good job.
The next matter then would be La Bossiere, Jake La Bossiere.
Surety bonded.
Okay, so we finished with this docket now, right? Finished with the takeout of order. So the next one now, let's hear you. Deputy, if you can help me out now, like we've been doing all week. Which case are we calling? Tell me which one we're calling now.
5 on the docket, Your Honor.
Pardon me?
Number 5 on the docket.
Just tell me what number in the docket. Number 5?
Yes, sir.
Okay. State your name, madam.
Chernell Avery, Merritt Island, for 3 years.
You have the money to pay for your own attorney?
No.
I'm going to appoint the public defender to represent you. Only discuss your case with your attorney. You understand that?
Yes.
You have several failures to appear. 1, 2, 3 failures to appear. You have a very simple charge, disorderly conduct. State, are you in a position to make her an offer now so she doesn't keep failing to appear? How much time she's got in, Madam Clerk?
On this FTA, 2 days.
State, are you in a position to make her an offer so you can discuss it with a public defender?
Yes, I would be, Your Honor.
How much time are you going to offer her?
We would offer her credit time served for the disorderly conduct. And the
Counsel, why don't you chat with her and see if she's going to take this plea so we can send her home today. She got 3 failures to appear and a disorderly conduct.
Oh, well then, yes. Thank you. Oh, no.
All right, you understand that I appointed counsel in this case to represent her.
Judges, there would be no need for the appointment if she's going to take the plea.
All right, so we'll save you $50, ma'am. The attorney's looking out for you. If you get in a public defender, you got to pay $50. You understand that?
Yes.
So if you enter the plea without a public defender, you save $50. I'm trying to get you home today. You understand that?
Yes.
Failures to appear, madam. On each failure to appear, she pleads guilty. She's adjudicated. 2 days, credit for time served, 2 days. Breach of peace, disorderly conduct. How do you plead, madam? No contest?
Yes.
Do you plead no contest to breach of peace?
Yes. Does it mean I did it?
Pardon me?
Yes.
Anyone threaten you or frighten you?
No.
Are you under the influence of anything at all that's affecting your clear mind?
No.
Are you on probation or parole?
No.
If you're not a citizen, you'll be deported. He's adjudicated, sentenced for 2 days, credit for time served 2 days. All sentences concurrent. So you're going to go home today and this case is over. You don't have to come back to court. You don't have to worry about it. Now, the breach of peace, you have to pay court costs. You understand that?
Yes. Yes.
Do you understand? I cannot waive that. I wish if I could, I would. Because you've done time in jail, you got to pay court costs. Normally, you have 30 days to pay. I'm going to give you until the 15th day of December to pay. So you have several months to pay. You understand that?
Yes.
If you do not pay it, hundreds will become thousands.
How much is it?
It's about $300. I don't know the exact figure. You got to pay it to the clerk of court.
Okay. Okay.
You have October, November, December, 3 months instead of 30 days.
Okay.
Your Honor?
You agree to that?
Yes.
30 days to appeal. Have a seat. Your matter is over. You don't have to worry about it no more. All right. Tell me what number we're dealing with now, Deputy.
Number 6, Your Honor.
Number 6. Let's see what we have. Number 6, retail theft. What's your name?
Emery Bacon,
How old are you?
27.
Well, which city you live in?
I live in Palm Bay right now.
Got any money to pay for your own attorney?
No.
See what it says here before I appoint. Defendant entered Dillard, selected a polo shirt and a polo hat, $84.50. Concealed the items in a shopping bag. Walked over the front of the store, passed all points. Okay, find it probable cause to hold you, public defender appointed. Decide on your bond. You have prior arrest for petty theft 2 times in 2010. You got pretrial diversion. Here we are a 3rd time. Your bond will remain unchanged. Public defender appointed, $500. Next.
Number 7 was already addressed. Number 8, surety bonded. We're on number 9.
State your name.
Rontavious Brooklyn,
Which city you live in?
Cocoa, Florida.
What type of work you do?
I'm unemployed at the moment, sir.
You got the money to pay for your own attorney?
Not at the moment.
I'll appoint the public defender to represent you. You got a violation of state probation. The judge set you for $2,000 on a failure to appear. That will remain unchanged. The next matter, you got violation of probation for possession of a firearm. And that bond is set at 0. I cannot change these bonds. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Public defender appointed. Have a seat.
I'm sorry, Judge, this gentleman didn't fill out an affidavit.
Sir, did you fill out an affidavit for the public defender?
Yes, sir.
He did, he qualifies.
I have one here.
All
I
right.
have them right here. Rontavious Brookins.
Next matter, Deputy.
Number 18, surety bonded.
What number are we now?
We are now on number 21, Your Honor.
Number 18?
Surety bonded, Your Honor.
You should be on 21 Garcia.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. I appreciate it. Number 21, Daniel Garcia, obscene telephone calls, violation of injunction. Sir,
How you doing?
you have an injunction and they said you violate the injunction by making obscene calls to the person, and violation of probation also. They set you at no bond. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
You have the money to pay for your own attorney?
No, sir.
I'm going to appoint the public defender to represent you. Discuss your case only with the public defender. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Heard what I told you. Everything is being recorded and could and would be used against you at a later date.
I understand.
Complete stay away. All the terms and conditions of the injunction are still in effect. You understand that?
Yeah, I'm here for a violation of probation. I didn't violate that.
All right. Have a seat.
Take care.
Number 22, PTR. Number 23.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. My name is Michelle Guici. I currently live in Cocoa, Florida, for about 1 month, and
Where did you live before that?
I lived in Titusville, Florida previously, sir.
What moved you down here from Titusville?
I was moving to kind of restart my life over. I had some instances where I had some change-ups with medications, and I was working with DCF and with Bavard Cares to kind of build my life back up. I'm 40 days in working with Bavard Cares, and I was on my way to getting engaged. Well, I was engaged, getting married actually next week to the person who's listed on this charge, or supposed charge rather. He's been having a really hard time this week because his best friend was taken from us in the military in 2009. So he's been having kind of a back and forth emotion with it.
How
So
long you live in Brevard County?
I've lived in Brevard County since 2006, Your Honor.
You got to stay away from Ryan Phillips. Don't call, don't visit, don't have anything to do with him. You understand that?
Your Honor,
Complete stay away. Do not return where he lives. You understand that?
he lives in my home.
Well, that's too bad. You can't go back there. You understand that?
Yes, sir. May I have time granted to grab my things with the officer
I'm
present?
going to give you a return 30 minutes with police to grab your essential items.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You have a very good record.
Thank you.
So what I'm going to do, madam, I'm going to release her to community supervision. I'm going to send you home today. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
You got a complete stay away, no return. That's not forever. That's until a court reviews it again and make a ruling.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, I'm trying to help you out.
I understand, Your Honor.
So I'm going to send you home today. Good luck to you. I don't know what's going to happen at the wedding. When was that set for? Next week?
Yes, Your Honor. My ring's actually at K Jewelers getting sized right now.
Where's the ring?
At K Jewelers getting sized.
Well, I wish you well. Hopefully we can resolve all of this.
Yes, Your Honor.
I wish you well. Good luck to you. Next matter, Deputy.
Number 24 is already addressed, 25 PTR, 26 surety bonded, 27 is already addressed.
Now, just a minute, Madam Clerk. Did I appoint a public defender for her?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what number are we now, Deputy?
28.
Number 28. Violation of... What's your name, sir?
Robert Keller.
Mr. Keller, you got a violation of probation in 2 cases. Both of them, the judge said you had no bond. One is cocaine, one is habitual traffic offender. Affidavit will act as probable cause. Let's hear you. Anything you want to say? Keep in mind, it's being recorded and could be used against you.
Yes, sir. Talking to my probation officer yesterday, she said that as long as I don't fall under the AMA Act, that you could grant me a bond.
Your bond remain unchanged, sir. I cannot interfere with a probation bond. But like I tell everyone else, the bond is only temporary. You're going to go before the felony judge. They will review your bond, review your whole case. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Public defender appointed. You fill out the paperwork?
He did, Your Honor. He qualifies.
Okay. That concludes that matter. Next case, Deputy.
We should be on number 32, Jean Martinez.
Yes, Martinez.
Miss Martinez, which city do you live?
I live in Cocoa, but I just moved to a in-house rehabilitation center steps in Apopka, Florida. I went there on Tuesday. I went to the Orange County Jail to comply, to register with them, to let them know I was no longer in Brevard, and I was there at the inpatient rehab, and they picked me up on the warrant. The warrant was supposed to have been done away already with my attorney, supposedly through Judge Irv, and
Who's your
forfeiture-
attorney?
Heather Harris. And
Heather Harris is your attorney?
Yes, sir. I don't know why she's not here, but they said that Judge Irv was supposed to be signing to take the FTA away and to take the forfeiture away. My probation officer, Heather Harris, and also my bondsman all knew and were fax papers when I got to the rehab on Tuesday that I was there. And I'm just wanting to get back there. I was there one night and they took me, like I said, to comply. And they put me in Orange County Jail. They had them extradite me here. They had that done quickly so I could get it taken care of here.
So did you ever actually start the treatment program?
Yes, sir. I was there. I slept the one night, and they said, you know, I mentioned it to them that I was supposed to go comply, and they took me in the van. And when I got there, they had a chaperone with me, and the chaperone left, and they took me into Orange County Jail, and they extradited me over here yesterday morning. And here I come before you now.
All right.
When it
You
went,
got 2 violation of probation. They're felony matters. The judge set you at no bond. You understand that?
okay. There should be a court hearing already scheduled for Wednesday, I believe. Is that there?
Yes, we got a court hearing scheduled for you, but it's not Wednesday. It's October 10th. The affidavit will act as probable cause. First of all, there's one is a failure to appear. They're both failures to appear. The bond will remain unchanged. Public defender appointed.
I'm sorry.
Have a seat.
I'm sorry, Judge. You can't appoint the public defender. She has private counsel.
I don't think she has a private counsel. Private counsel withdrew. Is that correct?
No, there's a motion to withdraw, but it has not been granted. It's set for the 22nd.
Okay, well, she'll retain
She told me that she was withdrawing her motion to withdraw.
Okay, ma'am. I don't want to address that right now. Good luck to you. Thank you, defense. She's got private counsel. Thank you. Next.
Number 36, Your Honor.
36. What happened with 34? Bonded. What's your name, madam?
Michelle Mosenak.
34 PPR,
I
Your Honor.
live in Satellite Beach, and I've been there for 16 years.
You're charged with grand theft and uttering a forged instrument. Do you have the money to pay for your own attorney?
No, sir.
You fill out the paperwork?
Yes, sir.
Public defender appointed. Robert and Mary Sims, you got to stay away from them. Don't call them, don't visit them, don't have anything to do with them. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Complete stay away. Let's see what it says here.
I thought I was cashing my roommate's check. When I noticed that it wasn't his family's check, I asked for the check back, and I didn't even cash it.
Is this a warrant arrest?
Yes, sir, with an information filed.
And on both counts?
Yes, sir, grand theft and uttering.
Was this a what, file or ROR state?
No, it's not a firearm.
Well, information has been filed. All terms and conditions remain unchanged. Just fill out the paperwork. Public defender appointed. Bond remain unchanged.
Okay.
Have a seat, madam.
Thank you.
Number 37, Your Honor.
Hello, Your Honor. My name is Khalil Oliveira. I live in Cocoa, Florida, and I've been there for 11 years.
You charged with violation of injunction, repeat sexual offender. The judge said you had no bond. You understand that?
What?
What's your name?
Khalil Oliveira. I should have one
Yes,
injunction today.
Pardon me?
I should have one injunction, and that is it.
It says violation of injunction for repeat sexual or dating violence. The judge said you had no bond. You got to stay away from Kennedy Mays. Don't call, don't visit, don't have anything to do with Kennedy Mays.
I am fighting that. I am fighting that for false accusations on September 23rd.
You're going to have a day in court, my friend, to challenge these accusations. Right now, your bond is at no bond. You have the money to pay for your own attorney?
I will, sir.
You will?
Yes, sir.
Will retain, madam. Well, he's got a violation of injunction. The affidavit will act as probable cause. Bond will remain unchanged. Next.
Number 42, Your Honor.
Number 42, Joseph Schmidt.
Yes, sir.
That's your name. You're charged with grand theft more than $300, but less than $500.
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, I'm sorry, back on Mr. Oliveira, there was a bond correction done setting it at no bond, but the 923 has it for 500. Were you leaving it at no bond or 500?
Well, what does the warrant say?
It's not a warrant, it's a brand new arrest. There was a bond correction done, changing it from 500 to no bond, because the sheriff's office said that's the bond schedule.
What says the state?
Your Honor, it is a violation of injunction, so that's why it was set at no bond. He's alleged to have been in Fay Park, and Fay Park was one of the places he was supposed to be away from. Apparently, he told the officer that he didn't read the details of the injunction when he was served.
I was served about 30 minutes beforehand. I went to the park, and then...
Sir, I appointed a public defender to represent you.
No.
As I advise everyone, once you got an attorney, let the attorney do the talking.
Judge, there's been no appointment.
He said he was going to retain his own counsel.
He's going to hire.
Okay, pardon me. He said he was going to retain. Thank you, defense. All right, sir, you need to let your attorney do the talking, but if you insist on talking, I have a right to listen to you. Let's hear you.
Respectfully request to get released for trial later on, so I can go to a drill this weekend, because I can't miss it.
So that you can go where?
Drill. I'm in the Navy Reserves, and I got to go this weekend over to Orlando. I can't really afford to miss that.
It says that your injunction says you cannot go to Fay Park, and you were there playing racquetball.
Yes, I went there right after I got home, and then when I spoke to the officer that gave me the paperwork, he said as long as I had no contact with the person, I would be fine. So I took his word, went to the park, and then was going to come back home and then read it all throughout. But that's what happened. I have no priors. I want no contact with her, and just false accusations that I would be fighting. And that's
Well,
it.
did anyone explain to you the terms and condition of the injunction? We always read that to people and explain to them. You've heard me explain to everyone here.
I wasn't explained the injunction. No, I was just told to read it through, and then he just said that as long as there's no contact, it'll be okay.
Well, you put me in a bad spot, sir. How long you live in Brevard County?
11 years.
And what type of work you do?
I work at Mike Erdman Nissan Cadillac as a detailer and also as a naval reservist.
And you have exercises this weekend?
Yes, sir.
You understand you can't call her, you can't visit her, don't have anything to do with her.
I do not want to, sir.
And you cannot go to the park, you cannot go close to her. I'm explaining the
Yes,
injunction
sir.
to you right now.
I understand now, sir. I understand now.
It says you cannot go near her home, place of work, or Fay Park.
Yes, sir.
And you were in Fay Park playing racquetball.
Yes, sir.
What? Cannot go there, sir.
I understand, sir.
But you did not understand that previously?
No, sir, I did not.
I'm going to release him to community supervision on account he's living in Brevard County for an extended period of time. He has no record, and I'm taking your word for it, sir, that you have to do military exercises this weekend.
Yes, sir. I will bring proof if needed.
Yes, you need proof to show it to your attorney and the state. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
You understand the terms and condition of the injunction now? I read it to you very clearly.
I do now, sir.
Where do you live?
Port St. John?
Okay, please stay away.
Yes, sir.
Do not go to the park.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to
Understood.
release you to community supervision so you can go to your exercises this weekend. You understand that?
Roger that, sir.
Have a seat. Madam State, sometimes they can tell me a story and I buy it, but based on the nature of the allegation, based on his record, I'd hate for him to miss his military exercises.
I understand, Your Honor.
At time of high alert, the nation needs to be protected, have all its people trained, so can't say he does not understand the injunction anymore. We've crossed that bridge now. Next case,
42?
what number?
42?
Did he say 22?
42.
You charge of grand theft more than 300, sir. J. Solis of Banana River. The defendant, Schmidt, approached the victim property. Defendant lowered the gate of the victim's truck, used the victim nearby ramps to remove red Honda ATV from the bed of the truck. Used the keys that were in the ignition, started the ATV and drove the ATV from the victim's property.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
That's my
all right.
That's my first offense. But I always want to ask if I can get released so I can go to work on Monday and I'll come back on my court dates.
I see.
I do have a job. I missed today.
Does look like your first offense is prior arrest, battery, 2 times in 2014, dropped. Find there's probable cause to hold him. You got the money to pay for your own attorney, sir?
Yes, sir.
Will retain counsel. Cannot go back to this address on Banana River Drive. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Your bond remain unchanged. Complete stay away from this place.
Am I able to ROR?
No, your bond is 2,000. Remain unchanged.
All right, cool.
Next.
43 surety bonded, Your Honor. We're on 45.
Mr. Timothy Tomlinson.
Which city you live in, sir?
Palm Bay.
What type of work you do?
By trade, I'm a plumber. I don't have work right now, though.
Oh, most plumbers have too much work. Now, how come you don't have work? A lot of plumbers tell me they're overworked.
You gotta have a whip. You know what I'm saying?
You have a what?
A car.
I see.
Gotta be kidding.
I have a lot of plumber friends that tell me they can't keep up with the work.
Huh? You gotta get there to get it.
I see. Unlawfully entered the residence in Emerson by smashing the kitchen window.
Yes, I would like to add.
Pardon me?
I would like to add that it is where I work. It's where I've been working. The window was already popped out. I did need to replace that window anyway, so I went ahead and popped it out. I don't know why I'm here right now.
You have the money to pay for your own attorney?
No.
I'm going to appoint the public defender to represent you and tell you what I tell everyone, sir. I have an obligation to listen to you if you wish to speak, but at the same time, when you speak, you need to understand it's being recorded and could and would be used against you later on.
Understood.
You understand that?
Yes, sir.
But knowing that, if you still wish to speak, I'm sure your attorney will advise you to, as I've told everyone, once I appoint the public defender, let the attorney do the talking. But if you wish to speak anyway, I have an obligation to listen. You understand what I just said to you? Do you understand what I just said to you, sir?
Yes. I would like to add, though, I do work for that guy.
Okay.
Every day. Every day. And his son told me to do it. And I listen to his son every day. He tells his son what he needs done, and his son tells me. That's a
Okay.
fact.
How long you live in Brevard County?
About 2.5 years now.
Where you moved from?
Maryland. I used to go back and forth.
Where in Maryland?
Frederick, Hagerstown, near the
I know
mountains.
that area. I know that area very well.
There you go. It's a beautiful place.
But you got to go up there in the Rockville Pike. How do you get up there?
What?
How do you get up to Hagerstown? You drive on the Rockville Pike?
Yeah. Rockville Pike.
See, I told you I know that area.
Okay, yeah. See, I think this is just a misunderstanding for real, man. Like,
okay.
I'm a very nice guy, and I'm sorry I'm even having this discussion with you.
Well, if you're from Hagerstown, you got to be a nice guy. Frederick and all. But anyway, I find there's probable cause to hold you right now.
Oh, come on.
You got $5,000 bond, 500 and 500.
Over a window?
That's what they say. You ate some pizza and drank some water also.
I didn't say that. You said that.
You got to stay away from Emerson. You understand that?
Yes,
Do not
sir.
go back to this location. I've looked at your record, and because of your record, I'm going to reduce this $5,000 bond to $2,000.
I'm just saying.
The rest of your bond remain unchanged. Public defender appointed. Your case is over. Have a seat. Next.
Wait.
What's your name?
My name is Brenda Wade.
She's number 46, Your Honor.
Say it again.
Number 46.
Number 46. Madam, do you have the money to pay for your own attorney?
No, I don't.
You fill out an affidavit?
Yes, I did.
Want to appoint the public defender to represent you.
Okay, thank you.
And I would caution you once again, speak only to the public defenders. Let the attorney do the talking, okay?
Okay.
Anything to do with the case. Which city you live in?
I live in Titusville right now. I've lived in Brevard County since about 18 years now.
Okay, I spoke with the defendant. She had gotten into an altercation with her son. Inside the residence, the defendant was upset with him due to being at the residence. Tell me, how old is Joshua?
He's 26, he'll be 27.
Then began striking with her hands, scratching him with her fingernails. Okay?
Your
Are
Honor,
you
I don't-
working?
No, sir.
Are you working?
No, sir, I'm unemployed. I'm trying to get my I'm sorry.
Go ahead, I'm listening to you.
I'm fighting for my disability through the SSI.
Said your son and your husband were the victims in this case. I find there's probable cause to hold her. I'm going to release her to community supervision.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Public defender appointed. Now, I got to give you some terms and conditions.
That's fine.
Don't call them. Don't visit them. Don't go back where they live. Don't have anything to do with them. You understand that?
Yes, sir, I do.
You're gonna make me look bad if you don't go because I'm sending you home today.
I'm not going back there.
Okay. Don't let me down now.
I won't. Thank you very much.
Don't call, don't visit, don't have anything to do with them.
I won't.
Okay, next matter.
Number 49, Your Honor.
Hello, Your Honor. My name is Petra Hernandez. I live in Palm Bay, Florida, and I've lived there since I was 8 years old,
What's the file
which is
ROR?
11 years.
This is a file or ROR state. What says state?
We did file, I believe we filed a misdemeanor.
Misdemeanor, and the bond is set at 1,000. You filed one count or two?
One count. Let me just pull it up, Your Honor. One moment. I'm sorry, we did file 2 counts of battery domestic violence. Misdemeanor.
Okay, all terms and conditions remain unchanged, madam. You got to stay away from Hernandez, Ralph, and Rafael. You understand that?
Yes, sir. Also, sir, I'm still in school right now, and I've missed many days of school. I go to adult ed in Palm Bay, Melbourne area, and I've been trying to get back to school, and I had a really nice job at 7-Eleven on Palm Bay Road, and I lost it while being in here, sir. Is there any chance, respectfully, that you could possibly let me go on PTR and community supervision, sir?
State, what do you say about that? Who's Ralph and Raphael?
Ralph Hernandez is my father, and Rafael Hernandez is my brother. And actually, sir, I was in court.
Don't talk about the case. Remember what I said? I just
sir.
want to know who they are.
Yes, sir, I'm sorry.
Your father and brother? How old is your brother?
He is 21, sir.
And you go to school?
Yes, sir.
Where you go to school?
Adult ed. I dropped out last year of school because my mom passed away. But I'm going back. I'm going back to school to get the rest of my credit so I can graduate with my Florida high school diploma. It might not be the school I went to high school diploma, but.
State, what do you suggest if we reduce the bond to 500 per count?
Well, Your Honor, that's all right. I have some information that I guess the alleged victims are.
Let's hear you.
They're concerned where she would stay if she gets released because of having no contact with them. So I don't know if you can inquire if she has somewhere to stay.
Did they get a hold of you and ask you whether or not we can have a no unconsented contact?
I did not.
I have received several emails this morning. The father and the brother are here to post bond and to take the child home with them. They were in court, in Judge Earp's court, when they found out that the case has been reduced from a felony to a misdemeanor. The state objected to testimony on the basis that the case was reduced to a misdemeanor, had to go to a misdemeanor judge. So
Why
Judge
don't you give me a little background on that defense?
Well, they were going to. I'm sorry. They were going.
Go ahead.
They're going to ask for no unconsented contact, and I've been informed that the father is here somewhere on the grounds now, so that he can post the bond and take her home.
And ma'am, I hate to ask an indelicate question, but how old are you?
I'm 18 years old. I just turned 18 in March, Your Honor, and this is the first offense I've ever had.
Madam State, what do you say about the representation from the defense?
If the court is so inclined to agree with it, then there's no objection from the state, but I just want to make clear that I have not spoken to the victims in this case.
I understand that. Defense, if you'll come back to the podium, please.
Yes, Judge.
The court appreciates your input. That's exactly what I wanted to hear, whether or not the parents contacted the state, they usually do. And you were present in court, or this information was relayed to you?
This is the information by the attorneys that were present. They all sent me the emails and asked if I would address it with the court. I did with the state earlier, and I didn't. You brought it up before I did.
All right, here's what we're going to do in this matter. Because they're the victims and they're going to be victimized again by having to put up the money for a bond. And you state you see anything on the record?
No, I do not, Your Honor.
I'm going to release her ROR with no unconsented contact.
So I may have contact with my father and my brother, sir?
Your lawyer said they're outside waiting to get you home.
God bless you, sir. I appreciate you.
So I'm going to release you. You don't have to post any bond. But you need to behave yourself. No fighting. You understand that?
Yes, sir, I promise. And honestly, sir, with my mother passing away this year, we've all just been very angry at each other and very grief-stricken. Is there any way you could also appoint me and my family some grief counseling and anger management classes as a family, sir?
I wish I can do that. I can't, but I feel for you. God bless your mother. May she rest in peace.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate
let your attorney do the talking.
Thank you,
okay?
sir. God bless you.
Have a good day. What else do we have, Deputy?
We have add-on number 2, please.
Englehart.
I'm Laura Englehart, and I live in Titusville, where I've been for the last 3 years.
Driving under the influence. State, is this her first offense?
I'm showing she has a prior in 2009, I believe. But I don't think it was Florida, so let's see what I can find.
It wasn't 2000.
Let's see what we have. Approximately like traveling Southern Highway near the intersection Palm Bay, Cocoa Brevard. I traveled North Highway. Driver's window, I made contact with the driver while I was stopping her. She was on the overnight test drive. I noticed her eyes were bloodshot. She had been drinking. She stated she was coming from her friend's house. She had been drinking, was trying to find Pinto's Pub to have a few more drinks.
No, sir.
That's what it says here, ma'am. I'm just telling you what I'm reading. Field sobriety tests.
You're Robert Hamilton?
I have,
You Robert Hamilton?
You cannot drink any alcohol or illegal drug, cannot own, possess, or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs while you're on this bond. You understand that?
yes, sir.
You're not to drive any vehicle without a valid driver license.
Yes, sir.
You have the money to pay for your own attorney.
I do.
Will retain, madam. Find it probable cause to hold her. Bond will be $1,500 cash or surety. Complete stay away from alcohol or illegal drugs. Next matter.
Number 4, add-on number 4, surety bonded. We at number 6, add-on number 6.
What's your name?
Ethan Reisinger. Your Honor, if I can speak to the public defender for 1 second?
You have counsel.
Well, let's find out whether you're eligible for a public defender. You have the money to pay for your own attorney?
No, sir.
Did you fill out the paperwork?
Yes, sir.
All right. Public defender appointed. You may consult with the public defender before you come up. Go ahead.
You Ethan?
Yes, sir.
Judge, the docket shows that he's appointed to regional conflict counsel.
What says the clerk?
He did have previous regional counsel. I don't know if there's still a conflict on the case.
Well, after a failure to appear, they come off, right?
That's correct.
Can I say one thing?
Let's hear you. But you understand what I just said before to all
I
the
understand.
parties? Go ahead.
Recently, I had a bond, and then I had a bond reduction. I had a warrant for my arrest in Texas. I went out there, got it taken care of, and had an FTA. There's no FTA. There never was. There was a warrant for my arrest in Texas. I bonded out. I went out to the state of Texas, took care of it, and came back. And before I could have come back, there was an FTA warrant for my arrest. No, I did. There's no court. There's no FTA.
This Robert Hamilton is not.
What says the state?
Your Honor, I'm checking it right now. Yeah, it lists that the FTA was February 16th of 2016.
February when?
February 16th of this year.
Sir, you understand that? You missed court on February 16th this year.
I was February 16.
Yeah, it was for a bond hearing.
Yeah, I
Whatever it
wasn't.
is, sir.
I was incarcerated in the state of Texas. So how can that be FTA when I was transferred to the state of Texas to Walker County Jail, and I come back and I got an FTA?
What says pretrial? Man said they transported him from here to Texas and then he got a failure to appear while he was in custody.
Your Honor, I do
That's
have,
it.
I know that he did go to Texas and the charge was adjudicated, but I'm not exactly sure if he was actually transported from him. I can verify it if you give me a second.
Yes, take your time because we don't want a man to stay in jail wrongfully.
In the meantime, are you appointing counsel?
Well, let's hear from that, sir. Can you afford your own attorney?
Here's the thing, sir, Your Honor. I had a conflict attorney, and he got off my case. He's no longer working for the conflict attorney's office. His name was Dustin Smith, was my attorney.
I'm going to appoint the public defender to represent you, sir.
Yes.
We're trying to check it out for you, sir, because we want to do right by you. You understand that?
No, sir. One more time?
We're trying to check everything out. We want to do right by you.
Okay.
Okay.
Step aside.
Hi, Your Honor. He was picked up on a fugitive warrant on January 29th, 2016. So if he failed to appear on February the 16th, that, yeah,
So he was in custody at the time.
yes.
What says the state? I'm inclined to dismiss the failure to appear.
The state would agree with that based on those facts.
Madam Clerk, the failure to appear, sir, I'm glad you brought it to our attention. We looked into it for you. We got all the resources at work for you. We're going to dismiss the failure to appear, madam. It says he failed to appear for a bond hearing. That's because we extradited him to Texas. He's now back here. So now what's his bond on the other cases?
Well, those bonds were revoked and released, so if you want him released, you're going to either have to ROR him or set bonds on those 3 counts now for him to repost.
State, what do you say about the bond situation and these matters now?
Well, Your Honor, given the seriousness of the charges, I think they should be reset as they were previously set. This is trafficking.
We will reset the bond at their original bond, madam. You know what they are?
Yes, but I believe they filed an extra charge. I'd have to double check real quick.
What's the extra charge? Drug paraphernalia?
Looks like he originally came in on the trafficking.
Correct, trafficking in amphetamine. What was the bond on that?
I'm trying to look. A lot's happened where it was changed in the past
Take
year.
your time.
Your Honor, if I may say, I had a bond reduction.
How much was your bond?
$60,000.
State, are you comfortable with that?
Yes, if that was the amount, that's fine.
Okay, we're gonna put you back on that. Count 1, $60,000 cash or surety. Possession of less than 20 grams of cannabis, $500. Drug paraphernalia, $250. Understand that, sir?
Okay, thank you very much, Your Honor.
Have a seat.
Okay.
Last 2, add-on number 7 and add-on number 8. 7 surety bonded, 8 cash bonded.
We have one more case to address, Your Honor. It's not on the docket, but we have been asked by both our offices to address it with you. We don't
Which
have
case?
the case.
Let's hear the case.
Is Robert Hampton, Hampton, 2016 CF 39853.
What number is that in the docket?
It's not on the docket, Your Honor, but our office has alerted the Public Defender's Office and our offices work together to request an ROR bond on this case. in the interest of justice and fairness and what's right, we're stipulating to that. And the state is also asking for no contact, no return to the location of the offense as a part of that. The clerk is aware of it also. We've had a series of emails that have been sent through all of us.
What says the defense on this matter?
Your Honor, I'm filing the copy of the amended motion for release. I understand it's been stipulated to, so we have no argument.
Okay, we go along with that, Madam Clerk. You have the case. We go along with the stipulation of the parties. Anything else?
Do you agree with the no contact and the no return?
Yes, and all the terms and conditions as agreed to by the parties. No contact and no return.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Anything else? State, anything else?
I think the clerk's asking us.
Madam Clerk?
Case is not, I don't know about the, I'm not sure.
I'm sorry.
What's the status of the case, Madam?
I'm trying to figure out if it just needed to be addressed on record, and I think inmate records heard it, and they're going to release them. We don't need any paperwork, I assume. The amended
We don't need to
motion's
bring him
filed.
here then.
Yes, inmate records is involved too, so.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. You may need to make
All
a
right.
record to show that the court made a ruling.
We just were told by inmate records it needed to be addressed on the record.
Which is what we've done, and so they're going to release him, right?
Correct.
All right. Defense, have the defense. Defense, please come to the podium. Counsel, I want you to know that there's no ill will. I appreciate a little bit energized advocacy. I try to live my life according to the words of President Lincoln, with malice towards none and charity towards all. I know that all you're doing is being vigorous in representing your client, and you rest assured, my friend, I have malice towards none and charity towards all.
Thank you, Judge.
And you have a good day. And as I said, I enjoy a little bit of impassioned advocacy.